So today what we're going to be doing is looking at deploying Gemma into Vertex AI and creating an endpoint which you can access from any system. Right, what we're going to do is also do some testing of it, creating our own JSON, and ultimately adding an extra couple of parameters to fine-tune it a little bit more. But firstly, what is Gemma? Gemma is ultimately a lightweight set of models that are designed to run on lower-end hardware, mobile devices, or hosted services. Gemma models are based on Gemini and can be fine-tuned further. So we've got a number of models that are available to us. We've got the Gemma 2 billion parameter and the 7 billion parameter. If you see a model name of 2 billion or 2 billion/IT, it basically means instruction tuned, and they recommend that one for chatbot type experiences. And you feel free to choose whichever model you want. To start off with, choose a 2.2 billion IT. It works really well. So let's get into it. So to get going with Gemma, what you need to do is go into Vertex AI. If you haven't seen how to set yourself up, look at one of my other videos. But what we need to do is just click on the model garden. And what you can now do is type in Gemma, or you can look for it in the cards over here. So these are all model cards. All right, so you can click on View Details. And it'll basically give you a rundown and an overview of how it works. If you wanted to have a test of it, you can pop it in over here. You do need to deploy it. It's already got a deployed endpoint for you just to test it out. It's quite slow, but yeah, if you did want to test it out, you could do that. And you can just basically read through some of the documentation. So what we're going to do is just deploy it, and what I'll do is show you how to use it. All right, so let's just click on deploy. All right, we want to deploy it to Vertex AI. All right, we want to do let's just do the 2 billion parameter set because it's a little bit smaller. All right, we can do the one-click deploy. We want to call it we'll leave the defaults all the same. And yep, it'll take several minutes to deploy your endpoint. You can access your endpoint using the online prediction page. Okay, all right, so let's just click on deploy. And this is now obviously a one-click deployment of a large language model, which you're now able to access. So once the model has completed, it will take some time, and what you'll do is get an email very similar to this saying Vertex AI finished creating the endpoint, and you can click on the link to go into it again. All right, so what we'll do is just go back into Vertex. And where you're going to find it, if you don't click on the link, is if you go into model registry. All right, so you can see over here, here is our new model that we've just created. It's been deployed, it's imported, and it's come from the model garden. All right, if you wanted to edit any of the information, you right click or you click on the ellipses, and you can go and change that information over there. But what we're going to do now is ultimately give it a test. So I've tried to deploy something manually and it failed, so that's why the one click was just so much easier. So yeah, so basically we've got the one click over here, and now the big question is, how do we test it? How do we make sure that it actually works? Let's go have a look at some of the documentation. All right, so I'll pop this documentation into the links below. But basically, if we go into the generative AI documentation, we scroll down, go to your manage open models using Gemma models, and it basically gives you a bit more of a description here. It's lightweight, generative AI, and yeah, it's basically made to run on smaller systems. What we're quite interested in at the moment is how do we actually get it to work? How do we serve it up, Gemma in Vertex AI? And there's a lot of code in this over here. So if we open this up, it's going to basically open up a full-on Colab environment, which is basically the step-by-step process. I'm not worried about that at this stage, but you feel free to have a look through this. If you're not a programmer or a coder, then just follow along with me over here. All right, so what we're going to do is just go back to Vertex AI. And as you can see over here, it's already deployed. This is very deceptive. Don't click it again because it's not going to work. So to test your model, you basically want to type in a JSON request, which is going to pass in a prompt to Gemma. All right, so what we want to do is ultimately test out our JSON. All right, so the really easy way to do it is just follow this template or this format that they've got over here. But instead of saying sample key, you're going to basically put in the prompt. So I'll grab that, which I've already got over here. And I will just copy that and ultimately paste it. So the sample JSON looks like this. It's the curly brackets, instances, and what is the prompt, and what is a car. All right, so that's very, very simple. Obviously, if you find that your JSON is not working, if you put something in wrong, it'll automatically go red. It won't allow you to do it. So just check your formatting over here. All right, so what we can do is type in our prompt. So we can say here, what is the meaning of life? Okay, something I ponder once or twice in the day. All right, and as you can see over here, it's got the model, it's got the model project, it's got all the information, and you know that it's pulling from the 2 billion parameters, and here is the output. Okay, so what you can notice is that the output has been cut off. That's because we haven't put in all of the parameters that should be that could be made available. All right, so the best way to do that is to go back into this notebook over here and just scroll down until you can find a sample prompt that you can use. Okay, so let's just scroll down a little bit more, and here is a prompt instance. It's very similar to what we've got, but all we can do now is have a look over here. So here's the prompt, and then it's got a comma, tokens, temperature, P and K values. So we can basically copy this just to give it fine-tuned a little bit more. So we can just pop in a comma, and we've already got a comma, so that's okay. And we'll just get rid of that. Okay, as you can see, it is now blue. All right, so maximum tokens, let's set it as 500 tokens, and we want to set our temperature to 1, which is basically the most creative it can get, and let's hit predict. Okay, so here we go. So here's the response, and let's just zoom in a wee bit. All right, that's what this 18-year-old girl asks herself. The answer she finds is through a world of wonder and full of adventure, love and loss. It's a fairy tale. So as you can see, it's now created a little story, 500 tokens, very creative, and with further settings over there. Right, so that's basically how you would test it. Now, ultimately, what you want to do is, if you wanted to deploy this into your applications, get a front-end developer or somebody who's able to call your Vertex platform from within your Google Cloud environment to ultimately make the calls to this Gemma model. But you can have a play around with it in this space over here. Really simple, really easy, and see if it works for you. And I hope you enjoyed this, and thank you for watching.